Get this trash out of here before she embarrasses us all. Victoria Ashford's hand closed like a claw around Zara's arm and shoved her backward. Zara stumbled, her simple black dress snagging on the corner of a champagne table. Glass chimed. A hush fell. Then the first phone came up, then another and another. Preston grinned behind his camera, zooming in on Zara's face. "This is going straight to TikTok," he purred. "Poor girl thinks she belongs here." Camilla swept in, plucking the invitation from Zara's hand and raising it like a trophy. "Look, everyone, someone's playing dress-up with a fake ticket." She tore it cleanly in half. The sound of ripping paper ricocheted through the Metropolitan Museum's marble hall. The pieces drifted down like red carpet confetti gone wrong. Security edged closer as the Ashford family formed a circle around Zara, each of them recording, narrating, feeding the crowd. 200 elite guests turned to watch. Zara knelt, gathering the torn pieces with steady hands as laughter lapped at her ankles. The museum's head of security, James Patterson, approached, stiff with reluctance. Behind him, the director, Dr. Elizabeth Harper, moved with the anxious precision of someone trying to put out a fire with a teacup. "Ma'am," Patterson said softly to Zara, "I need to verify your invitation status for tonight's event." The Metropolitan Museum gleamed with light and wealth. Chandeliers rained gold across polished marble floors, and 100 conversations floated like champagne bubbles under the hum of a string quartet. Into that world stepped Zara, a young black woman in a simple black dress. She was calm, poised, yet visibly set apart among the diamonds and designer gowns. Then the laughter struck. Victoria Ashford's voice sliced through the music. "Get this trash out of here before she embarrasses us all." Her manicured hand clamped Zara's arm and shoved her backward. Zara stumbled into a champagne table, glasses chiming in alarm. Preston raised his phone instantly, zooming in with predatory glee. "This is going straight to TikTok," he sneered. "Poor girl thinks she belongs here." Camilla lunged, snatching the invitation from Zara's hand. She waved it above her head like a trophy. "Look at this. Someone's playing dress-up with a fake ticket." With theatrical precision, she ripped it in half. The sound echoed cruelly as the fragments fluttered to the floor. Gasps rippled. Security shifted uneasily. Guests circled, silk gowns and sharp tuxedos tightening like a noose. Phones rose in a glittering wall. Dozens of red recording lights turned Zara's humiliation into spectacle. She bent gracefully, gathering the torn pieces. Laughter rippled around her, shallow and sharp. Have you ever been destroyed in public by people who had no idea they were signing their own death warrant? Victoria lifted her chin, voice dripping with false concern. "Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a gate crasher. Some people don't understand the meaning of exclusive." Preston beamed into his phone. "Guys, this is peak delusion in real time." His stream surged past 15,000 viewers. Camilla whispered into her own camera, "This is painful. Secondhand embarrassment is killing me," as her follower count climbed. The circle squeezed tighter. Zara knelt in its center, calm, silent, her dignity unbroken. James Patterson, head of security, approached reluctantly, with Dr. Elizabeth Harper, the museum's director, at his side. "Ma'am," Patterson said softly, "I need to verify your invitation." Victoria laughed. "James, darling, the evidence is right there." She gestured at the scraps. "Clearly forged. Kinkos and Queens, if I had to guess." Phones glinted like predator eyes. Dr. Harper scrolled her tablet furiously. "The Williams Foundation, platinum sponsor, $100,000 contribution," she muttered. "Anyone can steal a foundation name," Preston cut in, swinging his lens toward his father. "Dad, you did corporate security at Goldman. Tell them about identity theft." Richard Ashford arrived, phone buzzing like a heartbeat. "What's the commotion? I have the Williams tech signing at 9 sharp tomorrow. Our $750 million. "Handle your business later, Richard," Victoria snapped. "We're dealing with a social emergency." The coordinator whispered urgently, Auction starts in 8 minutes. Zara stood. The shredded invitation lay neatly in her palm. Her voice was steady. I understand there's been some confusion about my presence. Confusion? Camilla laughed into her stream. There's no confusion. You don't belong here. This isn't a bake sale. Her viewers jeered. So cringe. Why isn't she removed? Not everyone joined in. Judge Morrison's husband recorded quietly, his face hardening. Dr. Sarah Washington whispered to her husband, "They're being unnecessarily cruel." Victoria turned sharply. "Sarah, surely you understand the importance of standards. These events require boundaries." "Appropriate boundaries," Dr. Washington replied, "or appropriate prejudices." A tremor passed through the room. Some lowered their phones. The mob thrill began to sour. Preston forced bravado. "Reality hits hard, people. Not everyone lives the dream." Patterson cleared his throat. "Miss, do you have any other identification?" Victoria interjected. "The Ashfords have given over $2 million to this museum. Our word is sufficient." Her eyes raked Zara's dress. Look at her. Target. Payless. Embarrassing. Murmurs. Scoffs. Escort her quietly. This is uncomfortable. Page 6 will love it. Zara's phone buzzed. The screen. Dad. Marcus Williams. 12 missed calls. She silenced it. "Even her calls are disruptive," Victoria declared. "This is exactly what I mean." Dr. Harper checked her watch. "Auction begins in 3 minutes." "Not until this is handled," Victoria replied coldly. "Public problem, public solution." The noose of silk and glass tightened further. Judge Morrison stepped forward. "Victoria, she appears calm and respectful, perhaps—" "Catherine, this is about social standards, not courtrooms," Victoria cut in. Patterson tried again. "Miss, please come with me privately." "No," Victoria snapped. "Transparency. Everyone has witnessed this." "I'm leaving," Dr. Washington said. "This is disgusting." Victoria's eyes glinted. "Sarah, perhaps reconsider your hospital board membership." The elderly businessman spoke at last. "This behavior is reprehensible." "We're protecting the institution," Richard replied. "You're destroying it," the man shot back. Victoria raised her hand like a conductor. "Security, remove this trespasser immediately." Applause scattered. Patterson stepped forward reluctantly, but Zara met his gaze, calm. "I understand your position, Officer Patterson," she said gently. She drew her phone, not for ID, not for money, but to dial. "Actually, I think it's time I made a call." The line clicked instantly. "Hi, Dad," she said clearly. "Yes, I'm at the Met, and I think you should hear what the Ashford family really thinks about our community." The room froze. 200 people inhaled but did not exhale. "I'm here with Victoria, Preston, Richard, and Camilla Ashford," Zara continued, eyes locked on Victoria. "They've been educational tonight." Dr. Harper scrolled frantically. Her face drained white. "Oh my God!" Preston's livestream caught it. Comments flipped. Who is Marcus Williams? Why is the director terrified? Richard's stomach dropped. Marcus Williams, CEO of Williams Tech. The $750 million deal at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Their only lifeline. Judge Morrison read from her phone. Marcus Williams, CEO of Williams Tech. Net worth $12.7 billion, philanthropist. Gasps. That Williams. Zara's voice cooled. "Dad, they tore up our foundation's invitation. Preston called me worthless trash. Said I should be removed before I embarrassed them." Preston's chat erupted. "Wait, she's his daughter? They're finished." His hands shook on camera. Camilla killed her stream, but too late. 43,000 had watched. Screenshots flooded Instagram. Richard stumbled forward. "Miss Williams, there's been a mistake. We had no idea." "No idea about what?" Zara asked evenly. "That black women can buy gala tickets? That someone in a Target dress might come from wealth? Or that cruelty has consequences?" The circle flipped. Now the Ashfords stood trapped, surrounded by cameras recording their downfall. Dr. Washington. As a witness, this was systematic discrimination, cruel. Judge Morrison. Textbook racial profiling. The businessman. I have the entire incident recorded. Still on speaker, Zara said, Dad, they're removing me from a gala our foundation sponsors in a museum we donated $2.8 million to last year. Victoria whispered, broken. Please, your father, the partnership. Zara hung up calmly. You spent 37 minutes calling me trash. What did you think would happen when the truth came? Richard's phone rang. He answered, trembling. Marcus, I can explain. The voice on speaker was glacial. Richard, I'm 3 minutes away. Don't move. The doors burst open. Marcus Williams strode in, tall, commanding, suit sharp as a blade. The room's gravity shifted. Voices died. Good evening, he said, eyes sweeping. Then softer. Zara, are you all right? I'm fine, Dad. Just educated. Marcus turned to the Ashfords. His voice cut like steel. Richard, I received an interesting call. Dr. Harper rushed forward. Mr. Williams, I'm mortified. The museum accepts responsibility. Marcus stopped her with a hand. You're not responsible for their behavior. You are responsible for your response. He faced Richard. Debt, $1.2 billion, stock down 73%. Quarterly loss, $89 million. Without our deal, 67 days to bankruptcy. With it, profitability in 18 months, projected past tense. Richard went gray. Marcus's aide stepped forward. Documentation. Preston's TikTok, 4 videos, 347,000 views. Camilla's Instagram Live, 43,000 viewers. Victoria on camera tearing Ms. Williams' invitation, demanding she be removed as trash. Marcus, Victoria pleaded, I didn't know who she was. You didn't mistake her, Marcus snapped. You saw a black woman in a plain dress and stripped her dignity. You filmed it, you broadcast it, you made it entertainment. Dr. Washington, she showed remarkable grace. Judge Morrison, this was harassment, clear and deliberate. Marcus's counsel, 37 recordings from 17 angles. Richard tried weakly. Surely this personal matter. Marcus, my company partners only with organizations that share our values. Tonight, your family revealed yours. He dialed, put the board on speaker. Gentlemen, you've reviewed the evidence? Unanimous, came the reply. The partnership agreement forbids misalignment. This is a violation. Please, Richard begged. Thousands of jobs. You should have thought of them before humiliating my daughter. Zara spoke. Dad, may I suggest something? The room leaned in. Public apologies, mandatory bias training for Ashford's board, a $10 million fund for anti-discrimination causes, quarterly independent audits. If they commit, maybe they deserve a chance. Marcus studied her, then nodded. If not, they'll explain to their employees why their jobs vanished because their executives couldn't show basic respect. Richard bowed his head. We accept. Marcus's eyes were cold. The partnership is probationary, quarterly review. Prove it. He turned. Zara joined him. Phones captured their exit. Preston's feed flooded. Legendary. Justice served. Best twist ever. 6 months later, the same marble hall bore banners for the Williams-Ashford Corporate Responsibility Summit. Dr. Harper opened. 6 months ago, this museum saw an incident that could have destroyed reputations. Instead, it sparked unprecedented change. The Ashfords sat in the front row, subdued. Richard spoke. 6 months ago, Ashford Industries had 3% minority leadership. Today, 31%. Women executives, 47%. Minority suppliers, 35%. Victoria. I called Zara trash. I destroyed her invitation. Today I've spent 6 months in training, volunteering, listening. Preston. My videos were seen 2.8 million times. Now I use my platform to teach bias awareness. Camilla. I lost followers. I gained a community that demands substance. Marcus, destruction is easy, transformation is hard, transformation lasts. Zara closed. I stood here humiliated. Today this room is filled with people who chose growth. Thunderous applause followed. 2 years later, Zara addressed the UN Human Rights Council. 2 years ago, I was humiliated for my appearance. That night sparked a global movement. Behind her data, 1,247 companies adopted the model. Complaints down 34%. Minority leadership up 89%. Victoria became a diversity consultant. Preston taught millions. Camilla studied civil rights law. Richard proved accountability drives profit. Every day, Zara said, we face moments where we must choose dignity or prejudice, growth or comfort. The question is, what will you choose? The applause shook the hall. What began as torn paper in marble light ended with a truth etched in stone. Everyone belongs.